Hello, people. This is Dr. Hep and Gamer.
Sir.
We're here to do your recap as per usual. And since this is the shit show, I have not configured everything, so here's the shit show logo rolling in. A little boop. And we are, at least I am thinking, that we can start with 5B today?
Yeah, 5B.
Yeah. Because we're still recapping 5B and 4C, correct?
Correct.
Good. Still, so behind this show thing, I'm asking Generic Gamer every week who we are recapping. Because I can't remember. So what did you say? 5B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5B. Because I couldn't.
No, 5C. 5C.
Thanks.
Almost got me.
Thanks. That's okay. Yeah, welcome to the shit show, folks, where we talk shit about your team and make a shitty show. Now I'm starting to recognize the teams again. There we go. So, one game have not been played yet. But we don't care for that one. Isn't that the...
The Dark Elves and the Rats.
Yeah. I'm thinking if the Rats... left. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I'm thinking of a different... division. Never mind me. So... This is week 4? Right?
Correct.
Yeah. Gotta have to change that in my title then. Because... title says it's all wrong. Recap... So you can start to speak about the first game, I guess.
Okay. Hey, the Zugog Wild Boars versus the Murfska F. Still have no idea what the FC stands for.
Football club?
Yeah. I can see that.
You can see that, right? That's a thing. Yeah. 2-1 to Norska FC. It was the Norse versus the Orcs. And a really good MVP here for the Norse. And the Orcs, actually.
Both resulting in levels, funnily enough.
Yeah, and no Yeti MVP for a level up, and a Black Oak MVP for the level up as well. So wouldn't be too sad neither of those coaches.
The Yeti's scarily close to his next one too, so
yeah, that's also what I was thinking. About the same percentage of ball position on their own halves. Well, across the board, so to say. I've been thinking about this a bit, and I started to realize that it says it counts the percentage on your opponent's half if they even score fast. So, for example, if you're facing elves that likes to 2-turn, and they 2-turn you in round, 9?
Right.
It still counts at the occupation's half. Your opponent's half, right?
Yeah, I'd say that counts. As long as you step in there, it'll register.
Yeah, so, because they're their half. So the half percentages are kinda unimportant if you score touchdowns after 2 turns. I started to realize. More blocks from the Norse than the Orcs, though. About 20 or so, maybe? No, 15 more blocks. 14. 3 KOs, 4 inflicted, 2 KOs, and 2 injuries inflicted from the Orcs. And the other one was from the Norse. Pretty casual game, it seems like. Where the Norse just punched out the Orcs, maybe?
They definitely punched one of them hard, giving one of the Black Orcs a move bust.
Ooh, that's not fun. Which orcs was it? It was the Wild Sugboars, right?
Yes.
Shall we take a look at their team as well? Yeah. That move burst is gonna hurt. I would say replace him as soon as you can. Maybe.
He's a niggle and an MNG, never mind.
Oh, it was a niggle and a MNG?
Oh no, it's just like for
Oh.
clarity's sake, because the cross appears on the
Yeah.
thing regardless.
Yeah.
He got an MNG in the match against the Norse, but a niggle somewhere else.
Ugh.
He's taking a big beating, that guy.
Okay, yeah, okay. So he got an MNG this game, but had a niggle from another game.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's rough. It's rough for Grab's brutal listeners. That was correctly.
I told you these names were weird.
Well, they're just all normal orc names. That's the weird part about them. These are all default orc names. So, did anything happen with the orc team?
Gabber Cool Glass getting block is
that's good.
pretty much the only thing of significance right there.
That's good for him. That's really good for him. Otherwise, I would say try to replace the two Blackhawks as fast as possible. As you can tell, the Nigel has a bigger impact than you would think. And the movement burst is gonna hurt you in the long run like crazy. Leaving one Blackhawk behind an Orc team is very annoying.
Yeah, at that point, they're kind of worse mummies.
Yeah. And, yeah, no. I would even say that they're worse than mummies.
It's just that movement 3 sucks, no matter what the piece, but...
Yeah, and like, and also because it doesn't have that like 5 strength of a mummy, right? And like, yeah, it's just gonna be so damn slow to like try to keep up with the team, because the rest of the team, like the blitzers, for example, are movement 6, while lineman is movement 5.
And you can't really like blitz someone away with him if he like ends up getting based. You gotta set him up, wait for the next turn, hope he doesn't get ganked, and then you punch someone.
Exactly. Nah, I would say reroll it if you can. Make it into glue. Then we had the Norse, because it wasn't something more on the Orc team, right?
Nah, that was it.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna let you control the tempo of today's recap a bit more. I think we went a bit too fast last time, but
yeah,
our bad. Sorry.
The Yeti got Mighty Blow.
The Yeti got Mighty Blow, which is super good. So now it's actually functioning as a big guy, as he's supposed to.
And one of the linemen, Slabhead Maguire, getting Dirty Player.
Yeah. I mean, no one likes dirty players because of because of the block spam and the sheep linemen. So
I don't really hate Dirty Player on Norse linemen since I have one in my lineman team, but with the block, you kind of want as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because you can overpower people with it, so kick would have been preferable, but I don't hate it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going on... It also depends on his following matchups. If it is elves he's facing, I would have rather seen tackle, because he's kind of lacking tackle, right?
Right.
But at the same time, the player can get those more important pieces out because you can foul them to death. Especially since he has a 2-man bench as well. I don't mind it.
The next match is against Stork, so it was definitely a contextual thing in that case.
Okay, yeah, so he looked at it and went like, yeah, this is no, we are facing orcs again, so let's just foul them to death. Well, moving on to the next match. If you didn't have anything more on top of it?
Nah, that was it.
Yeah. Mosh Mob München 2-0 for them versus the Warped Ponies. Our unfortunate Underdark team that is going very poorly for it versus the Dwarves. The Dwarves seems to have been punching their way through the Gobbo army. With 59 block succeeds versus 22, 4 KOs and 2 injuries inflicted versus 1 injury inflicted. Makes sense because of the Wolves, generally.
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, there isn't really much to say about the match, is there? It's just dwarves doing dwarf stuffs.
The only injury that the Underworld gave the dwarves was a movement bust on a blocker. So we got more movement 3 running around here.
Oh. I mean, maybe time to replace that, even though it has 5 out of 6 SPP. It sucks that it was that specific player that got booped, but at the same time, it's good that it was that player, not your Mighty Blow Trollslayer.
Yeah.
Or your Mighty Blow Blitzer. Or your Guard Longbeard. And I'm guessing he's gonna get some more Guard spam going with that other Longbeard that he got leveled up.
I wouldn't hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's normal. I mean, there is a rare case where you want maybe stand firm instead, but I just can't see it because I'm not a bash coach or like a control coach.
I would honestly take stand firm after the guard is a thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Dauntless, pro, tackle they already got. So, I mean, shall we think about outside of the box then? If it is a agility up, if you got a double, would you take dodge?
Yeah, I would take dodge and then stand firm if that's the case. Because that kind of piece would be annoying as all hell to deal with.
Yeah, diving tackle is actually on the board as well.
I'd actually put diving tackle on one of the blitzers.
Yeah, but imagine having it on the long bid. With the tackle already.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just thinking outside of the box, really. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, no, I get that. It's just like... The movement 5 for diving tackle is honestly a lot more preferable than the...
Definitely. Even the runner is so. Because you're not really passing with dwarves, are you?
I mean, Unseen Walker wouldn't.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Say otherwise.
Yeah. Anyhow, moving on to the Underworld team, because there wasn't anything more. We see a level up on one of the Skaven throwers. They got block. Which is all good and nice, right?
Yeah, I don't hate that if you're intending him to be the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Probably want to see extra arms next for the pseudo Agi 4, as I like to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And also that one vanity pass from the Skaven Blitzers with the 5 SPP. That might be something.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it.
I mean, it's a 3+3+. It's possible if you got the time and effort to just stall for one turn. Do it. But I know that he has Hobbs MG have had a rough season so far, so keep going, dude. I'm cheering you on. Because you're the underdog. Hello there, Amanda.
I'm feeling that with the big losses right now myself.
Yeah. I won yesterday, so I'm feeling great. Played really greedy and won because of it. Then we have the Rebbl Vapor Elves versus the Cracking and Racking. A 4-0 for the Orcs.
Oh. Yeah, those...
Yeah, that happened. So... 4 passes from the Elves, successful catches as well. 1 pass from the Orcs, 1 successful catch as well. 1 successful intercept from the Orcs. That is meaning that the Elves were trying some voodoo magic. 38 blocks. Doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're counting it that 9 of those were KOs and 7 of them were injuries inflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need to speak much more about that, do I?
The Pro Elves did induce Eldril, but the funny thing is, he did not get injured.
He didn't? Wow.
No.
Wow.
Got him scot-free, the lucky guy.
Jeez, yikes. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Nowadays, apparently. I recently induced him myself, and he didn't get hurt until round 13 or something. Did the elves lose anything? Did something die for them?
Just a whole bunch of badly hurts and MNGs. The only real thing that's permanent, aside from what a loner got, is an armor bust on a 5 out of 6 line.
So the elves are fine then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, if I get out of a match with those statistics and then my team looked like this, I would be totally fine with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing in the world that is telling me that you need to do anything different. Just, like, stop scoring from the other team. Just stop the other team scoring. But also, now, were they playing on the Orc field or on the Pro Elf field?
It has the elf logo on the left, so I believe it was the Pro Elf.
Okay. Because that means that they had both a wizard as well.
Ah.
Because Fiat told me that he wanted to save up to a level 2 stadium and then buy a magician shop that he now has. So, the match was played with a fireball. I can't really see any rolls for it though. That's a lightning bolt.
Oh yeah, it has the name of the stadium in the results screen.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Because there were only 1 lightning bolt that I can see. So, I wonder if the orcs never used it.
Why would they is the question. Like, I don't mean that in a rude sense, obviously.
No.
It's just they were
clearly
kind of their own lightning bolt, so to speak.
Yeah, true. And these were what team, the orcs that he faced?
Cracking and Wrecking.
Yeah, Cracking and Racking. Here we go, page 2. Yeah, just looking at their team, they got some sweet level ups, I'm guessing.
Let me check. The Sure Hands guy got guard.
Yeah, that's new.
One of the black orcs got Mighty Blow.
Yeah. I can
What's
see
his
a
name?
sidestep on a blitzer. That's not normal.
Oh, that's...
Is that new?
I don't hate that.
I kind of hate it, to be honest, because they can get stand firm instead for free. I would have much rather seen dodge there. Or diving tackle. But that's just me. Because you're basically taking up a double role for the only skill that you need is blodge to become like a super OP blitzer. Then you choose sidestep, which means, of course, it means that you can still like choose to put your guard guy on the piece if it's a movement. But the same happens with a stand firm, right?
The thing that I can kind of disagree with here, like, while Blodge is always a good choice in my opinion, you got a guy who can go wherever he pleases now and not necessarily stay in front of someone.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
And nobody said he couldn't take both. I feel like it would just be not as viable.
Yeah.
But it would definitely make him more annoying.
Yeah, it would definitely. Like him deciding where he wanted to go.
He can either stay there or suddenly
he will pop
move
off.
Wherever.
Yeah, yeah. It might be my elf brain that is telling me that this is wrong and he needs stands firm. Because that's what we normally are seeing on orcs. But otherwise than that, there was something else new. Like the jump up, is that new?
Oh yeah, that definitely is new.
Yeah, so now he has a piling on mighty blow jump up piece. That is super scary. This team, I would fear. Very much so as well.
I would just give him tackle next, and after that he's all set.
Yeah, tackle next, and then he's all set. And he's gonna get there fairly quickly as well. Because of the mighty blow piling on jump up.
Oh, definitely.
And I mean, now his black orcs are starting to pick up like mighty blow as well, and guard and shit things. So they are becoming scarier by the second as well, because they are starting to block things on regular basis now. Yeah, it's a scary team. You got there, Ron. Well done. So the game Trimestrid versus Die Wild 13, we cannot talk about it since it haven't been played. I think it was some scheduling issues between them. Now that I'm thinking about it.
We skipped the Kislev and the Kislev match.
Oh, we did? So sorry. Oh shit, we got another 4-0? Okay. The Los Pedos Latel versus the Face Planters. Oh shit.
Thankfully it was the elves with the 4 this time, so all is back in its natural order.
Okay, wait. We need to calm down here. It's first a 4-0 for the orcs, right? Versus the elves.
Right.
Then we have Kislev versus elves, and then the elves get a 4-0. It's not every day we are seeing a 4-0. To begin with.
I mean, it's a lot more natural to see it on elves than orcs, I feel.
Yeah, of course, but like still, that's why I missed them, because of the 4-0 result. We see an MVP on one of the random linemen, and an MVP on the catcher. 10 armor breaks versus 8 armor breaks. Punching wasn't really that heavily done. It was more heavily done by the Kislev. About 15 blocks, 14 blocks more. That succeeded. 0 KOs and 0 injuries for the elves. 2 KOs inflicted and 3 injuries inflicted for the Kislev. Meaning that the Kislev got a punching on, but the high elves just ran it in and stole the show.
Yeah, the bear managed to get 2 injuries this game, which I'm 100% believing is all thanks to that wonderful pile-on I still haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we need to get a clip of that.
I genuinely need to start watching one of those matches just to see, oh, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, same. Starting to look at a Kislev. Let's see what they look like now. Did they get any level ups?
No.
No? Okay. Except the movement guy got a MVP, which is really good for him.
the bear being 12 out of 6, at this rate,
16, yeah.
I feel like there could be a level in the next 2 games.
Yeah, there definitely could be. And he's probably have that piling on button kind of hammered down to the floor because of thick skull and armor 9.
Yeah, you're not afraid of him getting fouled.
Yeah, right? Because, like, oh, at best he's a KO result or like a stunned bear, and then he still uses his job because it probably takes like 5 man to foul that piece into a stun. So it's a good bear.
The best outcome as far as like breaking armor goes, a double was rolled somewhere. The guy gets sent off. It was a KO injury, but one of the KOs that results in a stun with thick. That would be one of the most tilting things I'd wager.
Yeah, that must have been tilt-inducing.
I'm not saying it happened in this match, but when it does happen,
yeah,
you kind of gotta go, okay, well, I kind of deserve that.
Yeah, very much so, very much so. Now going and looking to Spoon's High Elves, the Face Planters. They must have gotten at least one more level up than the Agi one. Or on the Agi piece.
They got a level on Damage Back, who went Russell.
Okay, yeah. That's totally fine. You want Russell players on your lineman. The best LOS pick that you could pick. Really?
Better lineman than one of the guys who's gonna do passing shenanigans.
Yeah. And now he has 130k, so he actually can start to rebuy catches because they're 90p's a pop. After next game, I'm gonna think that we're gonna see him buy in another catcher. Right?
Would another thrower be good? That's the question.
I would say no, because you need to level up this thrower first.
Fair enough.
And you level throwers by throwing with them. So.
I never play any kind of teams with
with
that
throwers
kind of piece
in them.
before.
Yeah.
Or catchers, so no Nors, no Kislev, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So, especially, so these, wait, what team do you play, by the way? Undead, yeah. So catches, they kind of work like your movement guys. They are the best for doing both punching and catching because of their high movement. So if you have, especially on High Elf team, for example, and Pro Elves especially as well, where you can have up to 4 catches, they can be used to really like be a menace and ballhawks because of their high movement. So you can keep them far back and then just go in and wrestle something, or like tag it, or like strip ball it and do other shit because they have the strength advantage already.
I mean, when I look at one of those pieces, I see it as, oh look, I can farm SPP.
Yeah, I know.
It. I don't look at tactical superiority, nothing like that.
Yeah, it's just my elf brain telling you things. But they didn't get anything else, I'm guessing. Nope. I'm just gonna mention real quick on the Agi 5 piece. Get leap on the blitzer. Get leap, get tackle, get strip ball, and then he's super good.
Yeah.
Or make him into one of your pickup guys, give him sure hands, and then you just run in and pick up the ball afterwards, after you've knocked it to the floor with someone else.
Probably if it's a double,
you need someone else for that first. Yeah, if it is a double,
I'd go guard and then leap.
Yeah, very much so.
That would be a horrifying piece to deal with.
Imagine Mighty Blow then. Maybe if you get a double, just pick Mighty Blow on him, and then he can punch anyone on the field, because he could get anywhere on the field. Wouldn't that be a menace?
Yeah, it would, but seeing
It's
as
a waste of maybe a Agi up, but I don't know.
I wouldn't hate seeing a Mighty Blow killer kind of piece leaping around, but since High Elves don't get strength access, that I
Yeah.
know for certain with these kinds of teams,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you would rather want to see.
Yeah. You would rather see like a leap player built out of that piece than something else. Yeah. Moving on from that piece. Into the next game. Our Dog Friday. 2-0. No. 0-0. 0-2. There you go. Versus the General Knights of Cavalry. Necro versus Bretts. 19 armor breaks for the Bretts. Versus the Necro, who only got 2. Unfortunately. A good MVP on the Bretts on the Mighty Blow killer. Brett. So that's going to be an interesting level up. You might already got that one.
I might as well send out sympathies to my Necro cousins here and say, damn.
Oh, was it one of those games? Oh, I'm
It's
just
just,
reaching.
it's just like, you, with the low amount of armor breaks, you're kind of like, man, these wolves didn't put in an amount of work. Claw
Yeah,
didn't really do much, I guess.
yeah. Will do, Hammersep.
Is it cool if I keep going then?
Yeah. Keep going.
Based on the 4 casualties that this team received, 3 badly hurts, 1 M&G. The M&G was on the zombie, you won't miss him.
Okay.
But regen, I guess, didn't work here either.
It didn't? Was it one of
But
those
there were
games?
2 instances of regen working, but other than that,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a big sorrow. Were there any level ups on the Necro team? Even though they lost that hard?
A zombie.
A zombie, okay. What did the zombie get?
Let me take a look at that.
I'm just driving out time as I'm. So I said before the podcast started to Internet Gamer that my knee hurt, so I had it bandaged. But now I picked off the bandage during cast because it started to itch.
Ooh.
So now my knee feels free again.
The zombie ended up getting blocked.
Well,
Very good.
yeah, there you go. So he has now 3 block zombies and 1 tackle one.
And the ghoul is new.
And the goal is new.
Say hi to the newest punching bag on this team.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it out. I was about to call it out. Say hello to the new punch bag. More often than not, I faced the Necro yesterday. I tend to go for ghouls because I know it will hurt the Necro team. Sorry.
Oh no, I got 3 of the green freaks on my team. It's just
Yeah, they kind of become punching bags automatically, don't they?
doesn't help that one of them has guard too, so he's just
Yeah.
with AP6.
Oh no, he's a gunner.
Surprisingly, he's been durable. But yeah, if that ghoul is gone, don't miss him.
Yeah,
They were made to
don't
die.
cry your eyes out for it, so to say. Looking now at the Brett team, real quick. The Brett's got 3 level ups, it seems. 1 on the Blitzer and then 2 on the other Blitzers.
Correct. The pylon, brand new.
Yeah, super scary Brett Blitzers. I have no idea why Brett people tend to like roll these good stat up or like skill ups and then just quit the team.
I feel like it's because as soon as you go to the bashier teams like Chaos, Chorfs, and Nurgle, Rats are going to start failing you.
Yeah. I could see a 2-season Brett team doing really well, actually, in playoffs. If they develop well during the first season, and then on the second season they just stay alive and win a lot of games, I could see them taking home one of the cups one day.
My only recommendation for that pile-on guy, and let's be honest, he's going to get the next level fast with that kind of
Yeah, he's
skill
good.
set, is to give him jump up.
Yeah, jump up is definitely up there. Maybe even pro, because you can re-roll Dauntless with pro.
True.
And blocks as well. I don't know how it works if you can. Can you reroll? Can you pro a Dauntless and then reroll it if the Dauntless fails again? Or if the pro fails?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, pro. I would go for pro then. Pro would be so good on that piece. What would
I
you...
only know it. I only know it works like that because I helped out with the Imperium beta way back when, and I had like a break tackle pro Croxagore.
Oh, okay.
Very fun piece to mess around with. I won't lie. Would
Understand.
recommend.
Yeah, I can understand. Can understand. What would you give the two other blitzes though?
Seeing as he bought the third reroll, I'd say leader is kind of not important anymore.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe tackle, depending on his next matchup.
I'm not gonna lie, this is actually very hard to recommend since Bretts have a weird access. I won't lie.
Yeah. Like, they have normals and agility in passing, but you don't really want anything within those skill trees. I'm guessing if one of them rolled a double, you give them guard immediately and just be fine with it. And then if they roll something else, like a normal, you give them sidestep, I guess. Maybe sidestep, and then you give them tackle on stuff like that, right?
As much as I would want to agree that guard on a Bretonian Blitzer would be pretty nice,
Yeah.
you got the blockers there.
Yeah, but you want more guard, don't you?
Yeah, it's...
And also you want a guard with dodge, I guess. Like
I don't know. They're
lightning.
just a weird team to predict.
It's such a weird team to play because like you can build your blitzes in so many ways, and it's all depending on what they roll.
I'd say if one of them gets Agi 4, then you start building him into a passer.
Yeah, very much so.
And then you start giving the sure hands guy things like nerves of steel, diving catch, that kind of thing. So that he can like more reliably handle them all.
I'm guessing actually with the sure hands guy, you gave him pass and maybe accurate and stuff like that, so you can throw better because accurate will basically, when you're passing, it's upping your agility by 1, so you're passing on a 2+. For shorter ranged passes because they are not really meant to passing, and then you catch with your agility 4.
I mean, either way, someone's getting a nerves of steel
Yeah.
sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Whether for passing or receiving, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good looking team though. Moving on to the next match. Chaostica versus the Bloody Dark Spiky Mimes. We see 2 passes from the Dark Elves versus the Chaos. 1 KO inflicted, from the Dark Elves, 2 inflicted injuries and 2 kills inflicted from their Chaos. Hope they were not good players that he killed.
Ooh, that's gonna sting. He killed one of the Blodge Blitzers.
Okay.
One with 13 out of 16. And a tackle lineman.
An attack alignment, okay. That stings a bit. That stings a bit. At least your guard survived, and your 2 Agi 5 dudes survived as well. Which is good. Which is very good. And your Blodge dude, which sidestep.
What I want to point out is that the Blodge Blitzer, who died,
Yeah.
was also armor busted, so he was kind of on borrowed time, I guess.
I see. So it wasn't even Apple worthy.
Yeah.
Maybe it
I
was.
think that was.
Maybe it was one of those deaths that I had last to yesterday, where you're just like, oh, he's dead. Good, then I can buy a new one. You know.
I'm not sure if it was this team or one of the other Dark Elf teams that we cover here, where we said, yeah, don't worry about this guy. And he clearly didn't worry about him, so...
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, it's a good Dark Elf team. I want to see some more passes on the linemen, maybe, to like get them up there in range, because Dark Elf linemen do a fantastic job of positional work, even though they are just linemen. Because the team in general is kinda steady in stats, so to say. Like, the only thing that differentiates blitzes from linemen is the block and the movement up. Really. Other than that, really good, nice team.
Only recommendation is, like, save an extra 30k to buy another blitzer.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely
if it's
buy
40k,
your 4th blitzer.
spring for the witch, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Depends on playstyle. Because you want to do touchdowns with Dummy Mummy. I think. So.
As long as we're in agreement not to buy an assassin, those guys are not good.
Don't even no assassins. No assassins. Shall we look at the Chaos team from Red Devil 18?
Sure thing.
They must have received some level ups, right?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, they didn't?
Nah, the SPP was, like, scattered in a way where it didn't hit the guys who really needed it, you know?
Oh, I see. But, like, I can see at least that some of the guys, like the Twerfer has 15 out of 16 Vanity Pass, maybe? And, like, there's a lot of people, like, Beastmen in here that have, like, close to leveling. And the same with that one Chaos Warrior as well. Or the 2 Chaos Warriors, actually, because they're 12 out of 16 as well, is fairly close by. Yeah. Looks like a good Chaos team.
Yeah?
Don't forget to spend your money, though. You have 160k, you have 2 broken players, one that is niggled, I'm seeing, right? Yep. And one that is armor broken. I would remove the niggled one first, then the armor broken one. We had this discussion last time, right?
I would say go the other way around, get rid of the armor busted guy, and then keep the niggled guy until he levels. If he doesn't roll anything good, then you get rid of him, because he's closer than 0 out of 6 over there.
Okay. Preferably, you should replace both of them eventually, but...
As long as they get replaced is the thing.
Yeah. Good, then we are on the same node there. And looking on next week's... No, kidding, we don't do that over here. Sorry, folks. I don't like to predict things. So, we are skipping those. I think this was this is a good time to look at the leaderboard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the leaderboard is starting to shape out. So we can tell that the Orcs, the Norse, the Bretonnian, the Dark Elf, the Skaven, and the High Elves are sitting kinda good dwarves as well. The top 7 people here is sitting kinda good, I would say, for playoffs and challenger spots.
Now, the thing about the Norse and the Orcs.
Yeah.
The Orcs obviously have more of a TD difference, so...
Yeah.
If the Norse can somehow manage to get 3 or so more TDs, then this will get pretty interesting. I won't. Just to, like, tie it up, go head to head.
That is gonna be interesting towards the end here, what is gonna happen. And I think within 2 or 3 weeks we have a program that I'm gonna show each week that will calculate your percentage for getting where you want as well on the show. So, but I still need to look it over and so on. But yeah, I think this was a perfect timed review.
Remember how I said Norse and Orcs going head to head?
Yeah.
Ironically, or coincidentally rather, that match is this week, so we don't have to wait long to see who comes out on top.
There you go. There you go.
I'm actually excited to see what happens at that match. Again, no predictions. I'm not good enough for that, but
yeah, same here.
I just want to see what happens.
I would probably say as well to go and watch the Lost with Perlas Aldatel versus the Face Planters and Rebbl Vapors versus Kraken and Racking. Just see what happened in those games. Seems like something happened.
At least with Kraken and Wrecken, it was obvious that the Orcs did their bash game, but I'm honestly curious with the High Elf one.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it went with those. Now, moving on to 4B, correct? Right?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm getting good at this. So, we have 2 matches that haven't been played. The bye week, of course, and Dr. Fluman versus the typical Spanish. I think those we're gonna play tonight.
Yeah, I know that McNaughton had something in the Discord channel that said, we're not rolling yet, we're waiting for these guys.
Yeah, something across those lines.
Please stand by, something like that.
Yeah, something in a standby there. Yeah. But we will take you guys along us next week. And we will start out with the Phoenix Hazard Nails versus the Careen Toads. Which is the Orcs versus the Dark Elves. Loner MVP hurts, unless if you buy him. I hope you bought him. And a Thrower MVP. That's also kind of hurtful because you don't want more stats on that guy. Or more skills on that guy. 3 armor breaks for the Orcs. No, 6 armor breaks for the Orcs. 3 armor breaks for the Dark Elves. 4 passes for the Dark Elves. 1 pass for the Orcs. So, blocks are fairly equal actually.
Nothing but stuns and KOs in this match, so yeah, I guess you can say that the Elves are happy about that.
Yeah, the Elves must have been very happy about it. Like 28 blocks for the Elves versus the 22 blocks out of the Orcs. And the 5 KOs that came out of the Orcs suggests that the Orcs couldn't really punch anything because everything was KO'd, maybe?
Usually what it is that, like, if something's KO'd and then you're not punching all that good, they probably came back a whole lot.
True, maybe like that.
Yeah, with the 3 out of 1 wake-ups for the Toads, that...
Yeah, there you go.
I caught that
And
in
also, I saw some funny thing. Um, only the thrower got SPP this game. He got 6 SPP because he was the one passing as well for the Orcs team. So shall we go and check out how that thrower is going on?
Yeah, with 45 out of 51, he is going pretty strong.
Yeah, he's going to legendary. Surprise! I don't think so. I don't sincerely hope not. But other than that, the team is looking fairly fine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Without the 2 niggles though, that you would most likely like to replace. The Black Orc niggle, I feel like you can stand with, right?
Yeah, you don't really want to fire him until the 5 out of 6 one levels.
Yeah.
And even then, you keep him, get the
Yeah.
2 SPP, see what he rolls, decide.
Exactly, right. Because if he gets like, I don't know, a strength up, take it. Like it's Black Orcs are such good pieces because they have high strength, high AV. They're just big bullies on the pitch, really.
As for the Mighty Blow Blitzer,
Yeah, you
instant
don't.
replacement.
Yeah, replace it as fast as you can, I would say. You have enough Mighty Blow from the other guys. Replace that one before you're replacing a Black Orc. And we don't want to see a new knife juggler who runs around with like 15,000 things that never dies. Because that's
Who
how...
coincidentally cannot kill either.
Yeah, exactly. I think their Blitzer did kill something though. Nope, just injured. Well, yeah. Other than that, we are going to the Big Easy's TP's Dark Elves to see how they're doing.
No levels from them either, but he's definitely on the path to 2. One
Yeah.
on the Rookie Witch and one on the double move guy.
Yeah. Those level ups are gonna be fairly easy to bring on, I would say even. And they're gonna happen. So.
Now with double move guy, I got a question.
Yes.
Sprinter sure feet.
I'm of the guy that I like sure feet first, because sure sprint allows you to actually move to your destination, but you can't make it there unless if you have the rerolls to do so, because you're gonna fail a GFI if you're moving 3 GFIs. And in my mind, I'm more often doing 1 GFI and taking action with sure feet during the actual match than, for example, with sprint and taking that 3rd GFI. That's at least what I value from my points of stand.
The thing is, though, like, you're gonna need another. Oh boy, what is it? 76 SPP, I think it is. So, like, about 25 or so.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to take a good couple of games before you ultimately get it.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen very fast, is it?
It's a question of which one do you feel like you need more, not necessarily which one is the optimal route.
Yeah. I think I would feel at least that you'd need sure feet more than sprint, because you have already the frenzy witches that can help him out to do those 1 turns fairly easily. That's my statement.
Yeah, I can see it in that case.
But yeah, good team indeed. Maybe replace the Blitzer with Blodge Tackle Sidestep. the Rackle. No, Wrestle Dodge. Is that Rackle? No, that Vroj. Vroj. The Vroj lineman. Don't replace him. He's fine, I think.
Yeah, I kind of would want to see the Blitzer replaced if you got the money.
Yeah. Not because he's like just lacking in agility, it's also because you're basically lacking a potential scorer, right? Because with Agi 3, the pass becomes so, or like the handoff to him, becomes so much worse than if you just were like a normal Agi 5 elf, so to say, right?
Yeah, and as someone who only has like 5 Agi 3 pieces on my team, because the undead don't know how to pick up a ball properly,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wait, no, that's a lie. I only have like 3 Agi 3 because
Yeah,
I
there
got
you
2 Agi ups. Never mind. But point is, Agi 3 is difficult.
Yeah, Agi 3 can be really a real struggle sometimes.
I completely forgot I had Agi ups. See, that's how rare they are on that kind of team.
Yeah. Moving on from that match to Horror All Stars versus the Toro Loco. And we see a level up on our favorite Flesh Golem. Not a level up, a MVP I meant, sorry. Frank and Further, the strength up Flesh Golem. And then we see a MVP on Iron Dog Master Borks. With a Mighty Blow Claw piece. We see one pass from each team successful as well. We see about 10 more blocks from the Chaos than the Necro team. There you go. Couldn't find a word for him. 6 Chaos inflicted by the Chaos. 3 Chaos inflicted by the Necro. 2 injuries inflicted by the Chaos as well.
Yeah, thankfully it was only on zombies.
Well, there you go. Shall we take a quick look at Demiberg's Horror All Stars here?
Sure thing.
So you said it was only on the zombies, including the guard one, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is straight MNG.
Yeah, so he's all good. He's gonna be missing for the next match, but other than that, the team is perfectly fine.
So now that I realize that flesh golems have general access,
Yeah.
that kind of makes me hate Frankenfurter more. It's a lovely piece, I will admit. A strength 5 flesh golem, always nice to have.
Yeah. Yep.
But and I've always went on about, oh, he should get break tackle. He's going to be scary, cage diving.
Yeah.
Break tackle and tackle on this guy. That is scarier.
Yeah.
He is going to chase after you in the future.
Yeah, he's gonna chase you in your might nightmares with his one good eye.
He's already in my nightmares, this guy.
Yeah. This is a funny piece. I like him. I like him a lot.
He's like the big joke of these recaps, even though he's a very, very good piece.
Yeah, and to be frank, he's a very normalized piece because he just got block and guard and a stat up. That is strength that you always take up, whatever character there is, or whatever piece there is almost. Other than that, Dimberg, your team is looking very fine, mate. Did he get any other level ups?
No level ups, but very close on Dr. William Ware?
Okay.
It would be a nice wordplay if it was pronounced Ware.
Would been, yeah.
Since he's not the ball handler, I'd say I actually don't know with werewolves, because usually they get Mighty Blow by now.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, they are not really following the term of Rebbl, are they? Like, you're either
Not really.
getting, like, a Mighty Blow one, a Dodge one, that has sure hands, or you're getting a Strength Up one. Right? So...
Yeah, I actually don't know with this kind of piece, since...
making blodge and then recycle, maybe?
Yeah, see what he gets.
Blodge, sidestep, and then you recycle, I guess.
He's definitely got a few good matches, but I'd say if he doesn't get anything good, then you gotta start wondering how long does he have.
Yeah. Because the rest of the team is looking very well. Very TV efficient, I would say, as well.
Like, and I can fully predict what everyone else's skills are gonna be, but with werewolves, I don't know with them. They are outside of my field of expertise.
Yeah. Looking now at Cash, no Beastman team, Chaos team. Did he get any level ups?
Yes, on Salt of Dragon's Crier.
That was a long name, and I can still. There you go, Wrestle.
I just read the name first because I couldn't find it myself.
Yeah, there you go.
That was the issue.
So, Wrestle. Yeah, I mean, Wrestle is good. Probably an LOS piece.
Yeah, I really don't hate Wrestle on Chaos, since they're not really gonna have anyone else who are gonna do it aside from. This is talking for standard Chaos, of course, when you have warriors running around. But since he's full Beastman, yeah, you don't really have to worry about who's going to be a killer and who's not.
No,
You know, you just
because he's already have like 3 killers already.
he's
Going.
more than made up for everything at this point.
Yeah. No, like Wrestle Fend is the way to go now. If you skill more Beastmen, I think. Take the occasional stand up if you get any. Maybe make another guard guy or so, but other than that, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I mean, so you were scared by the flesh golem. I'm kind of scared by Hood Senpai, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the minnow too.
Because the Minnow is kind of strong. And kind of
Minnow
out there.
touchdown.
Yeah.
For that 31. Please don't actually touch down with the minnow. That is going to be a very weird thing to see.
Yeah, it would be funny though.
It would.
No,
but
he would punch. He's gonna kill something. That mighty blow, horns, claw. He's attacking on strength 7. Strength 7. He's blitzing with this mofo.
That's an instant 3 dice, right?
Yeah. You're single-handedly running into somebody and just like going, yeah, you're fucked. Super fun piece though. I like him.
I'm sticking with my guns and saying he should get tentacles ASAP, just to make him a lot more annoying. Since he can like charge into 3 or so pieces and keep them there.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're gonna try and get him off, you know?
Yeah, because you're not.
You'd have to commit, what, 5 pieces before blocking this guy on the average strength 3 team?
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
And at least...
Yeah, continue.
3 pieces, one of which being a big guy, if your team has that.
Yeah. Yeah, continue.
He'll definitely be annoying. Sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting.
No, it's alright, it's alright. You're my co-caster, you can speak as well. Something that I was thinking about. If you got a armor up or movement up, would you take the armor up to make him armor 9?
Movement.
Movement.
Yeah, you're not going to get this guy down.
Okay, yeah. Sorry for that, folks. I got a call.
All good.
Ignored it as fast as I could.
I'd honestly prefer movement because Frenzy is going to eat up some squares, you know?
Yeah.
And if you're doing like some kind of Hail Mary rush play with this guy, you're probably going to need it instead of taking an extra GFI or so.
Yeah. But yeah, good looking team there, JJ Cash. It's gonna be scary.
My only recommendation would be to give the wrestle guy strip ball since the other wrestler is going to take so long to develop. But other than that, looking fine.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on, we're skipping the bye week. We're gonna. I'm probably not gonna talk about that one next week because we're most likely gonna forget it. Sorry if we're forgetting your team, by the way.
I say we only go in depth if there's any levels.
Yeah, exactly. All like funny plays that we can talk about for ages, apparently. So Soul Guys versus the Duelists. The Amazon team that is coming back, now facing the Woodies. We see 30 blocks across the board from both teams. Successful. We see 4 passes from the Woodies and 1 pass from the Amazon. 1 KO, 2 injuries from the Woodies, 4 KOs from the Amazon.
Amazon's opting for Zera the Slayer, everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate since everything's armor 7.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Unless you're trying to shank a tree to death, in which case I would not recommend.
Yeah, well, I would recommend because it's funny. So Creatine, we are looking at his team first then. And do you remember a few recaps ago what his teams looked like?
Yeah, this team, it was in a bad state.
Yeah.
But looking at it now, it's honestly one of the better comebacks I've seen.
Yeah, it's a very well played comeback, and he's still pulling out wins, which is the incredible part. Creatine, I must give you credit for your inducement game, because it must be on point, because you're doing something correct and winning games. And still developing your Amazons. Did he get any level ups this week?
Really, but he's coming close to some of them.
Yeah.
Mostly on the blitzers, but
yeah, but those are the guys that or girls that you want to level up as well. So
yeah. And the 2 wrestle line women also pretty close to their levels. Probably would recommend strip ball right off the bat with them.
Strip ball or fend, depending on what their occupation is. Oh, got hiccups. Sorry for that, folks. Should be gone right now. Yep. Yeah. Other than that, very well done, mate. Very well done. So, moving on to his opponent, Shubby. Good looking Wood Elf team, scary looking Wood Elf team, I would say. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, 2 movement 9 catches? Really? Really, Nuffle? Do you think he needs that?
Oh. That's what he got.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, really, Nuffle? You can't spare me one?
They may have lost that match, but they certainly won.
Yeah, they won in the scoring.
Oh, and they already got Spring too.
Yeah, because they are just disgusting.
Oh dear. Um, Now I know that he would be inclined to score on these catchers because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, kind of like that.
But I wouldn't hate to see the thrower try and get something too because he's gonna be helpful with those one turn attempts.
Yeah,
Obviously, with the chucking the ball aspect of it.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, yeah, no, it's a good looking team. Kind of jealous about it, but oh, for God's sake, people, shut up. Well, there you go. Sorry there, guys. Having a
Nah,
bit
I
of
sympathize with that.
yeah. I just like I annoy myself at the phone going off in the background, but you guys can probably not hear it because my family's being a dickhead. Anyhow, continuing on. The Blood Horse versus the Orchodonus.
Oh, Riff. This team got.
Yeah.
It was a strong first 3 weeks, I won't lie. Riff was tearing into people left and right,
Yeah.
but I guess this was karma.
This was probably Karma doing some work. 3 injuries. 2 injuries for the Orcs inflicted, 1 KO inflicted. 55, 45. I mean, yeah, 1 pass succeeded for the Orcs. I think they're actually listening into our advice here, doing the vanity passes. Because I've seen this many vanity passes that I've seen on all the Orcs team is not usual. But yeah,
Yeah.
looking at Riff's team, it's going downhill, isn't it? Kind of.
An AV bust on the guard Mighty Blow blocker, movement bust on the guard Hobgoblin, and
Yeah.
the stand firm guard guy is dead.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about that death.
Okay.
It didn't appear in the casualties inflicted, kills inflicted, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So it was probably either a foul or he tripped and died.
Ooh. Those suck. Those
Yeah.
suck really hard. I wonder what he used the apothecary on then. Or if it was a dead into dead, maybe. But yes, I'm sorry, Riff. Your team is looking more hurt by each day you play, it seems like. Still
I
a
love the
pretty good team, though.
I love the team. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But man, the block or not block guard stand firm grab guy.
Yeah.
That's going to be a painful loss because these guys level so slowly.
Yeah. Any Shove blocker is a costly loss for a Shove team, I would say. They tend to lose pieces, and when they do, you can hear about them losing their pieces. But I would say this team is still fine. You can still pull off a very good win because you still have some good players.
It's definitely a good team, but you're gonna have to claw, pun not intended, that level back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Going to Moputilo's team. Did he get any level ups from this match?
No level ups, but The thrower's at 15 out of 16.
Okay, so one more pass. Next game. Apparently he's able to make them, as you saw in the statistics.
I mean, he's definitely keen on keeping the thrower at this point, but I still have to recommend if he doesn't get anything good, he doesn't get Apo rights, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like he's getting now kickoff return, I believe, and then he's not getting much more, ain't he? Right?
Yeah, you just stop at kickoff return.
Yeah. I could see a world where you want Blodge. So you could go kickoff return, then level him up, and then see if he get dodge or an agi up. If he gets an agility up, then all of a sudden he's very useful. You could, because he's a thrower in fact, you could give him the passing ability of shit, if we're escaping my mind, accuracy.
Accurate.
Yeah.
There we go.
And pass to your Agi 4 Blitzer, Blodge Blitzer, on a 2+2+. Could be an option.
I wouldn't hate that, but the problem is with the thrower being movement 5, the passes might be a tad bit riskier in either the 3+ or 4+ range if you need them that bad.
Yeah. Like, they are a plan. You're basically building a team for a plan C scenario. Or plan F scenario. But still, it is an option.
I still stand by that if he doesn't get agility or dodge, then the thrower should just get kickoff return and just transfer them all. He shouldn't be doing much else other than that. At that.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk making him float.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm also kind of envious of this team because I always liked the look of the Orcish team. Like, they're big and burly boys that are just like going around slaughtering things. But I don't have the skills to play them, I would say. So, yeah.
Funnily enough, I am tempted to play Orcs if I ever decide to reroll.
Yeah. My reroll list is very long, but currently next is Underworld. But I'm playing them in Clan now, so Orcs and Bretts are kind of pushed forward there a bit because of it. But yeah, that was his team. Then Dr. Flumen versus the typical Spanish, as was told, they got an extension, I believe. So, and now we have Ruth Valley Pitmen 1-0 versus Valids of Warriors. This is the human versus the underworld. We have one pass for the humans. Ball position more in the hands of the humans than the underworld. 5 KOs out of 40 blocks, 2 injuries and 1 kill for the humans. Mostly likely the kill were on the Gobo. Can you correct me on that?
It was indeed on a gob.
There you go. And 38 blocks from the underworld, 2 KOs and 1 injury. Yeah. How is the human team standing up, I might ask, Generic Gamer?
Well, their second blitzer got block, or second thrower, I should say. Not blitz. Blitzers already have block.
Yeah. Which one was that? Lee Buddha?
Mercator.
Mercator. Where is he? Am I looking at the wrong team? Oh, there you go. Yeah. You said the thrower, not the catches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I now spotted him. Because this is the shit show where we are excellent at being shit. Yeah.
And, of course, the wrestle guy who... That's an instant strip ball, if I'm going to be honest.
Strip ball or tackle? Strip ball or tackle. It might be Fend if he's an LOS piece. I really like Vroj Fend. In my mind. But you need to feel that out yourself, I would say.
The thing about that is, you already got like perfect candidates for the LOS with the dirty player and the other two linemen who are unskilled. Only recommending the dirty player because you wouldn't hate to see him go, especially because Russell's like a weird skill to have with a fouling piece.
Well, not really, because people are looking at, like, oh, he has a dirty player piece, you want to foul with that piece. Yes, but if you can't foul with that piece, then he still have wrestle to bring that piece down and then to make someone else foul it. So,
I can definitely see it, but it's weird.
make another
I'm used to it.
Okay, so prove my theory wrong here, Anderson, by putting a dirty player on the other wrestle piece. That would be funny in my mind.
Oh god, the Wrestle twins.
The wrestle dirty player twins. Just like one is pulling them down, the other one is just like stomping on them.
You know what? I actually wouldn't hate to see it now if they're coming into.
Though, like you're not really fouling with a 90k piece, are you?
Like, if it's just the one guy by himself, then
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, this is weird. But if they're coming in twos and one's bringing them down, the other's
Yeah.
rushing in,
Yeah.
that's when it started to become okay.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's starting to become fun then, right?
It's good fun.
Yeah, it's good fun. Other than that, very good looking teammate. Shall we move on to the underworld? That I'm
We shall.
tad jealous about. But yeah, he's missing a line here and there, and I'm guessing it's the missing goblins that is fired.
Yep.
Or killed. Any level ups?
Sadly, no. And I say sadly because this team's been very interesting when it comes to skills, to the point where I genuinely want to see what comes next, especially on the thrower.
Yeah, on the throwers, yeah. It's the most thing that I find interesting is that Horn then choose to go fend. Because the Horn block route seems like, oh, I'm gonna make a new killer, you know?
Right.
But with Fend, he almost becomes like a safety, like a worse lineman, you know?
The thing I can see with Fend is if he does get blocked, he's at least not going to be based up for when he has to run away and punch something with the ball, maybe pick up the ball and hand it off.
Yeah. Yep.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. And I really like this troll. I would love to have a troll like this. Anyhow, yeah. Good looking team. Might want to replace that one goblin or that Skaven lineman, first of all, I guess. They are just 50k apart, but you might want to bring up your gold there a bit to get there maybe in the end.
I'd say wait a match, then buy the Skaven.
Yeah. Play next game, see what you roll. If you roll over 100k, you can buy the Skaven, I would say.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. And that was it for this week's result. Now we're just going to take a quick gander on the leaderboard to see who's on top and who's on the bottom. We see Yaya Cash, Mopatillo, Andorson, Monoloth, Creatine, and Big Easy TP Demiberg on the top half, and then the rest of you on the bottom half, I would say. Yeah. Guys on the 7th place. So Rift Common, Sparky, Wield, Shoppy, Shadder's Bassoons. You guys need to shape up a bit if you want to compete with these guys on top, I would say.
One thing I will point out between the humans and the orcs is
Yes.
that they only have a 1 TD difference, that being 3 against 2. So that's definitely going to be an interesting development to see who gets the Challenger Cup cutoff there.
Yeah, and it also still is very many weeks left. JA Cash can get a loss somewhere. So it's a tight top, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really, complain about where they are because these guys have definitely been earning their victories.
Yeah, very much so. The matches haven't been easy at all, I would say. And they've farmed up the skills to be there as well. Like Mappatillo is and JA Crash as well is both names that I've heard across the board very many times. So, but that was the end of this week's recap. Yeah, that's the end of it. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Generic Gamer for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm gonna quit the stream. I'm not gonna raid anyone. I will be back within an hour, basically getting food, and that's it. My clan match versus Shouse is beginning. And I shall see you guys around. Thank you for the stream. Bye from me.